Now, I know what you're thinking, and the answer is yes. I like my trucks how I like my women. 18 to 30 years old with a lot of problems. Speaking of problems, there's a great big one right here. No, I've been kind of slacking with the update video. Last video I posted of it, I was raw dogging through a mud hole. Got my 40-inch military tires. Well, they say they're 38s, but they measure 40 inches tall. New rims, Mickey Thompson bullet holes, love them. Spike lug nuts. 6-inch rough country and skyjacker lift. The brackets and all are rough country. No, I did not paint this. This was like that, and I just painted over it black. The brackets and all are rough country. The radius arm brackets. The springs and shocks are skyjacker. I rebuilt the whole front end minus the gears and shit. New bearings, ball joints, tie rod ends. Oh no, I'm sorry, I got the tie rods, I haven't put those in. Universal joints, spindle bearings, a little needle bearing. Painted the axle, painted the frame, painted front and rear drive shaft yellow. Pretty much everything I've done suspension wise. These tires, they measure 40 inches tall. The actual size is, where is it? Right there. 325 85 R16. They measure out about 40 inches tall and about 13 inches wide. And these are 16 by 8 rims. 4.5 inch back spacing. I've had to do a lot of work to this truck since my last video. I got 2 new bumpers, front and rear. Reverse light. I had to put a new rear end in it. The one that was in it chipped some teeth off the ring gear, so I got a new rear end out of a 90 or a 91 Bronco. I don't remember. 355 gears, 5% tint. I didn't do this window and that window on the other side, as you can see. I did the back window. I tinted it and put it in. Finally did my solid back window swap. Put a brake light up there, wired it to the switch. Poor boy go light. Interior wise, I got a seat of a 94. I know it's red, doesn't really go with it, but thought it was cool because my headline is red and blue and the interior is red and blue, so whatever. Found a dash bezel in perfect shape, so put that in there. AC system blows ice cold now. Got it right here. I don't know if you can hear it or not. I put E-fans. That's the light bar. Let's see. Not too much is done on the interior. Put the light bar up on top. Thought that was pretty cool. Oh, and I did cab lights as well. Oh, and I did finally get a front bumper on here. I don't know if I said that in the last video. But I mean, this thing is just fucking ridiculously big. Like, that's my eye level, and I'm 6'2". It does lean a little bit. Oh, go ahead, fucking keyboard warriors, chime in. I don't give a fuck. Had to do new oil pump, pan gasket, another new distributor, new power steering pump, new upper radiator hose. I did a smog pump delete, so now I just have, you know, shorter belt. I posted a video on that. I'm not gonna get into that. Don't judge me here. I was trying to find it. There's a crack in that box somewhere and I couldn't find it, so I just fucking went ape shit crazy with the expanding foam. But it blows cold, so I don't care. New intake manifold and exhaust manifold gasket. This is new. That's new. I had to put a new hydraulic line in the clutch because it blew off the clutch for some reason. New plug wires. New coil. I'm trying to think. I think that's just about it that I've done. Oh, there's the E-fans. Just zip tied to the, well, that's how they do it, but I thought it was better if you push a zip tie through the condenser and then put just the head of a zip tie around the other side, because that holds a lot better than the shitty little stuff they give you. New air filter. I think that's just about it. I mean, nothing really, oh, and I put HIDs in here. But other than that, I mean, the project's nearing an end, even though it'll really never actually end. Loving the way this truck turned out, though. If you've been following this build, you know this truck's come a long way in just the last couple years. I think I can't remember if I did say I painted both drive shafts yellow. Thought it was cool. Oh, I got train horns under there. They're knockoffs. I mean, they're pretty loud for what they are, but I might move them. I painted the whole frame. Get some of that mud off there. Got my coilover shocks in. Redid my exhaust. It's straight pipe. 45 dump over the rear. That's the 6-inch Skyjacker part number, if you're looking for those. These, I don't know the part number, I'll look it up later. But yeah, those are 6-inch lift. The lift was actually originally a 4-inch, but I was like, yeah, if I'm gonna go through all the work, I might as well do a 6. So ended up getting just 6-inch springs. And the cool thing with the rough country brackets is the 4 and the 6-inch lift use the same brackets, but you just have to, move the pivot arm and the radius arm, or no, the radius arm stays, but the pivot arm you just move it down 1 notch. So that's pretty cool. I think that's pretty much it. So as of now, I'm running 9 inches in the front, and oh, I didn't talk about this. Got 2-inch lift shackles, and can't see that. Factory 2-inch blocks, and then the coilovers and the body lift. So like 8 inches, something like that. It's like 7 or 8 inches in the back, something like that. I don't know, but I like how it sits. I'm gonna leave it that. It sits about 2 inches lower in the back. I'm pretty happy with it. Everything runs even better than it did back then. That's, like I said, it's had some problems, giving me some trouble, but couldn't be happier with it. And I've been running off the rear tank lately. I don't know what's wrong with the front tank, but the gauge for the front tank doesn't work. So, I mean, whatever. Oh, and by the way, that's hooked to that, or that's hooked to that. I mean, yeah. So, yeah, if you're paying more attention to this, or paying any attention to this build, just, leave a comment, let me know what you think. And by the way, you can follow me on Instagram. That's where I usually post a lot of my build progress and whatnot. On the Ranger, of this and the Ranger and the Brute and stuff like that. So if you're following this, just you can follow my Instagram. It's Big Tommy Boy 6996.